This week's Torah portion, Parshat Shlach, begins with a directive from Moshe Rabbeinu, who sends forth Meraglim, the heads of each tribe, Latur et Eretz Canaan. We understand it as meaning that he sends them to spy the land of Canaan, but perhaps it is to investigate, to speculate, to scout over the land of Canaan, which the Jewish people are going to conquer. And it seems certainly like a legitimate effort. But what's interesting is, Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch explains that Latur et Eretz Canaan, when one scouts something, when one searches or investigates something else, certainly when it comes to a territory, what they're demonstrating perhaps is that where they are now, the situation that they find themselves in currently is not necessarily satisfactory. They do not find it, their present situation, they do not find it appealing. And for that reason, they have to Latur, they have to look elsewhere. In other words, people who are investigating, speculating, looking or searching for a different scenario, a different situation, a different circumstance, may be demonstrating that they are the kinds of people who always proclaim the grass is always greener on the other side, when you and I know that usually is not the case. Rather, it requires a certain introspect, understanding, and appreciation of the current situation that you're in, of what I have now, of what God has granted to me. I need to appreciate, embrace, understand, and value that which I have, and learn how to deal with it in the best way possible. And so the mistake, or the sin perhaps, of the Meraglim, Latur et Eretz Canaan, was a demonstration that whatever we have now, whatever we've been given till now, is not necessarily completely appreciated in its full value. And that's why we need to look and search and investigate and search elsewhere. And that was demonstrative through their actions, or through Moshe's sending them. What's fascinating is this, Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch demonstrates a tremendous connection between the beginning of the Parsha and the end of the Parsha. Because at the end of the Parsha, in Parshat Tzitzit, it says, V'lo taturu acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem. Lo taturu means do not stray from what your heart might desire or what your eyes might see. But taturu is the same usage, the same root word as tur, latur, the same as the beginning of the Parsha. Do not stray, do not search, do not challenge, do not always investigate for something that might be, because it might obstruct your ability to appreciate what currently is. I know that in a personal level, I am always investigating. Since the loss of my daughter, Gila, I'm always investigating, searching, asking why, how, what. How could we have behaved differently? What could have been different? Oh, if she were only alive today. And I imagine that that's only natural, in a sense, for people who are experiencing bereavement and grieving. But at the same time, I say to you, thank God many people, or most people out there, are not in such a circumstance and do not necessarily have to deal with such tragedy, travail, and bereavement as such. And for that reason, it's important for us in our lives to always appreciate currently what we have, to look around us and not necessarily be of nature of taturu acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem, latur et Eretz Canaan, but to understand that sometimes the best things in life are right in front of our faces, and there's no need to look elsewhere. This is the Torah way, it is the Jewish way, and it is and always will be the Gila way. Shabbat Shalom.